Uh, that is yeah, 0 plus 0 equals midnight. That is the birthing hour. We gotta
You did it without a calculator. I love that.
yeah,
You
zero
could
plus
be
zero
this.
is midnight.
You could be the smartest person I know.
No, no, not at all. Oh wait, I need to put my chair higher. That's what it was.
Meeting is being recorded. Engage. All right. I think we may have messed Byron up. Sorry, Byron.
No, no, he's right here.
He's coming in.
He's
Yay.
he's he's right here.
Yes. Our buddy Byron.
There he is.
All right, here we go.
we
Yeah, I love this. This is a testament to technology over 40.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing
good.
great, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm in Tirana, the birthplace of
Toronto.
Ian Emery, right?
That's me. That was
Yeah.
1972.
Yeah,
Toronto.
yeah.
Always been a
And
Leaf
how's
Okay,
Ian
fan.
done
so
since then?
so whatever you do, don't go back in time and become Ian's dad.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, so how did you
Yeah.
guys know each other? It's funny because like I know each other from like different many moons ago we went to an acting class together, and then me and Ian knew
Yeah.
for comedy.
Yeah, no, and it is definitely a long story, and we're definitely gonna get into it. But I actually wanted to start Byron by making an apology that I feel is long overdue. I recently, not too recently, but I recently saw you at a social engagement. No names need be added, but I was very much in my feels, and I don't feel like I was the best version of myself when we were just sort of hanging out there
Oh, really?
at the bar there for a minute. Yeah, no, I was having a bit of a panic attack. I saw someone who's obviously I'm not going to name, who sort of
Wasn't
triggered
me.
some feelings in me. No, it was definitely not Ian.
Wasn't me.
And I was just there, and of course I was having that panic attack, and my wife could see it, and she was like, "Okay, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "I hate this, but I feel like I have to leave." And so I
Oh,
wasn't
you
there
seem
very
fine to
long.
me. You hit it
Oh,
fine
well,
to
thank
me.
you. Thank you. Yeah,
Oh, you
I
just
was
saved his anxiety. That's
thank you.
wonderful.
Yeah,
We
no,
did
you
Yeah.
it.
you totally just wiped that off my plate. I appreciate it. But yeah,
We're
no,
Yeah,
not
no, I
hanging
I
out
didn't.
loud.
I mean, I didn't. Yeah, there was a lot of people there, and then like it was like, oh, I guess. I mean, but it was
yeah.
yeah.
So I wanted to share that with you because in the spirit of transparency, I didn't feel like I was making a nice memory with
Oh,
my
not at
friend.
all.
And yes, no, I have that wonderful memory of those acting classes as well. And yeah, that's of course where Byron and I met. Of course, Ian and I were introduced by mutual friends. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
all it's all
The
just a
industry.
happy
small town
fun
Vancouver.
small town
Degree
Vancouver
separation.
triangle.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
100%. And so,
yeah,
with that,
yeah.
welcome to the podcast. Best Medicine
yeah.
Podcast welcomes you, Byron Bertram.
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
Welcome,
is
Byron.
great.
So this is where we talk about what drinking our feelings away.
We drink our feelings away on
This
this with water.
this is definitely the place to field test some of those jokes because some of them might land.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
of them.
totally. Yeah. Are we
Well,
are
we
we are
were,
we live now or?
yeah, well, we're
Oh yeah,
recording.
no,
We are
we are
recording. So, this is
recording and
Oh yeah, recording.
everything.
Then you chop it up or
Yeah,
whatever.
I
what we
get
do.
to edit everything down, so I make
Oh,
myself
nice. Yeah,
look
yeah.
great.
So you get to make
Um,
make me look amazing or terrible, whatever, like a political speech.
yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe some After Effects, some makeup filters,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
totally.
Well,
like
Everything.
lashes.
AI, could AI the voiceover and everything.
Yeah, welcome to Bertram Time with Byron
Yeah,
Bertram.
totally.
well, you know what? We really appreciate you finding the time to do this. We've been
Yes, sir.
obviously
Thank you.
trying to get this started. Michael and I dove right into the deep end with what we're trying to accomplish, which is working at a platform that's going to allow people to get awareness out for PTSD and mental health. And this is why we created the event for November the 12th. Laughter is the best medicine, which we are very excited in getting yourself and Justin Nichols and Johnny Parada. We're all looking forward to you guys joining the show and just giving us an opportunity to shine the light on what we're trying to do for the first responders, the Indigenous community, and the veterans of Canada who are currently dealing with PTSD and mental health. I found a stat there where 900,000 adults in Canada are dealing with PTSD. So this is a real
Wow.
issue, and The idea of doing it with laughter as the best comedy or laughter is the best medicine is unique. Hasn't been done. We are going to do it brand new here in Chilliwack, November the 12th. But we wanted to bring you on, just talk about what you are doing, what you are working on, and letting us know how we can shine the light on you and what you've got, what your opinion is about this event, and of course what your thoughts about the mental health state here in, well, the industry, of course, but in Canada as a whole.
Yeah, it's just like a little radio check.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Radio
just checking.
Oh well, yeah. I guess what a bunch. I got this doing this comedy. I got a special coming out. I don't have a release date yet, but with 800 Pound Gorilla Records, they produce some albums for probably the biggest American kind of comedy label for specials and stuff like that. So I got a special coming out with them in the next month or two. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
That's awesome. So it's a
YouTube
comedy
platform.
album, full-on
Yeah,
studio comedy album.
Yeah, it'll be a special. It's called Live at the Biltmore. Filmed at the Biltmore.
Nice.
And yeah, it's like great 45-minute special, and I'm dedicating it to. Remember, you have a friend of mine, Daryl Lennox, who passed away last year. He was like one of my comedy big brother senseis. So that was a big blow.
I'm
but
so sorry.
yeah, I dedicated it to him. And what else am I doing? I got this trip in Thailand coming up in the next couple months. I haven't figured out the details yet. To do,
I think the fastest way to phrase this is where have you not been in the world? Because as long as I've known you, you've been a world traveler, a world performer, like a street performer. You've done clowning and jokes, and you have probably one of the best British accents I've heard that's not my own. And for the longest time, having seen you at Granville Island, I was like, my God, that British guy's amazing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah. Well, I met you.
Yeah.
You thought it was English from that time.
Yeah, I was like, so where are you from, mate? You're like, what? Sorry, I'm what? Sorry. Oh no, that's just the show. That's just the show.
That's right, mate.
I'm not English. I'm like, oh my God, me neither. This is amazing. And we laughed.
Yeah, my Lion alias. Yeah, that's right. I remember you always good at voices and accents too.
Here and there. Yeah, I
yeah,
dabble.
yeah. But I haven't been to North Korea lately or at all. Where else? Haven't been to Russia. Haven't been to Russia. Haven't been to Gaza. WestJet just doesn't fly there.
So safety is part of the passport. I read you.
Yeah, haven't been to Gaza. Haven't been to Syria.
Wait. So you haven't done Russia yet?
No, you know what? I always want to go to Russia. I mean, I did Russia, like I had sex with a Russian girl, but I never actually. that was dangerous enough.
Well, your Russian character is getting world recognition.
That was so this Russian character I'm working on a one-man show, Sergey. And he's gone quite viral too, like on the line and everything. And number of these character clips have gone. He's kind of like Pee Wee Herman meets Borat.
And you hit Tom Segura's podcast. They love that.
Yeah, Tom Segura shared the clip, and so did Bill Burr. So that the last year my Instagram was kind of popped, but then it kind of like plateaued. I hit like 30,000 followers. And then it was like the algorithm was like, and you had enough. We're mad at you. Time out.
And you're done now.
And
you need to take the red pill or take the
entertainers. It's like, I think you know what you did. It's like, what do you do? How do we keep growing? It's just like, you know what? The fact you don't know what you did upset me. That's what upsets.
Yeah.
These girls on TikTok, they pick up a pen. They pick up a pen and they get 50,000 viewers just in that one pen pickup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's about the pen and how you pick it up. I mean, I know personally, I have a favorite scene from, Legally Blonde, and, like you gotta, snap and whatever. It's like fold and snap, it's like, there's a way to pick up a pen, I guess. We're not doing it right.
Yeah. I mean, if you pick it up and you got great tits and everybody wants to have sex with you, you can eat a piece of bread. Then that helps. Have you seen the girl? She was nuts, like Asian girl, just sticks her face into like bread and muffins and like all sorts of pastries. And
no, what are you watching? What is maybe the algorithm knows what you're watching, and that's why
mushes her. There's nothing sexual about it. She just mushes her face into like
just pastries,
shit,
bread.
Yeah.
Are you getting any sponsors or anybody reaching out saying we want to be friends, that we want to back you? Like, look at Darcy Michael and what he's done with his platform. He's blown up.
It's insane. Yeah. I mean, that the angle he's got is great. It's like there's a gay couple just doing goofy stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah, shout
exactly
out
what
to
Michael and
Darcy
I.
and Jer.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
Darcy and Jer.
Have they done your
Great
podcast?
content.
No, what we were figuring that Michael and I were going to do the same kind of. That we're just going to do the heterosexual version.
Right. It's
And
not as niche of a
just
market though.
just like duet all their videos.
It's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
niche of market, like two heterosexual guys hanging out. Like, oh well. There's no
Retro.
Yeah.
It's
house
going to be
husbands in
retro.
Beverly Hills. Just a bunch of guys hanging out, getting along. Be boring.
Just yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, who wants to watch a movie where like all the conflict has happened already and now it's just like 6 weeks of decompression and therapy and like, some, just like microdosing to like fix yourself up. Nobody wants to see that as like a superhero movie, like, oh wow, Iron Man, the recovery days. Like no one, I feel like they're
Oh
going
yeah,
to
that's
show up
right.
for
Because
that, which is why they come here.
he wasn't he alcoholic? I think he was an alcoholic, right? Iron Man in the comic.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I seem to recall there being a lot of Tony Stark talk and obviously, the difficulties, two cubes of ice and a big brown problem.
Could you imagine riding
Yeah.
that suit hammered?
Oh no,
That's
no,
brutal.
no, the traffic violations. I mean, the damage.
Jarvis
You
taken
think you're
home.
parking and you accidentally melt a family. Like,
My bad.
terrible.
I'm
Yeah.
so
My
sorry.
bad.
I've seen
Yeah.
speaking of bad superheroes, I saw The Boys season 1. Have you seen that?
Yep.
I have seen The
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
Amazing,
That
eh?
is a show that I cannot show my 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, when can we watch The Boys? Never.
When you're 40.
Yeah.
And when you understand how truly sad most of that stuff is.
It really
when
is a
you're
perfect
40.
homage to Hollywood and how evil it is. It's all smoke
And
mirrors.
mental health. That's a mental health show
Yes.
right there. That's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
mental
it
health.
is. I think you could probably write a pretty solid dissertation just on Homelander alone as a
Completely.
character. Not that Anthony Starr is a bad person. I hear good things. The character is absolutely revolting. But
Oh,
at the
he's
same
fantastic.
time, you are a product of your environment. And like,
Yeah.
even if we use that for half a second as like a barometer, you look outside the window, things are happening, and like the PTSD, tsunami is on
Yeah.
all over the world.
Actually
Oh,
had
the
to
one
do
that-
something, just kind of a falling out with a friend who actually had a lot of Homelander qualities.
Oh,
And that I mean, like he brought down a 747 with X-ray vision.
that's such a deal breaker as friends. I feel like
I
that's
know,
the
right?
biggest red flag, right?
Red
There's
flag.
It's
a big
already
red flag.
difficult enough to travel. How many
Yeah.
people must have lost their luggage?
When the plane went down.
Yeah, FedEx Ground needs to start picking up like where they find stuff, just randomly.
That's the worst
farmers'
thing about
fields.
That is the worst thing about a plane crash, the loss of luggage.
Just don't get it back.
No.
It's over.
I
gotta
think
Yeah,
start
it's-
all
nobody
over.
talks about the luggage when it comes to like
No, there's probably really good reasons why
like September
that-
11th. Like nobody talks about all that lost luggage.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Speaking of September 11th, I met you ever like meet a multitasker conspiracy theorist? He's like, do you know who brought down those planes? It was just like, do you know who brought down the World Trade Centers? It was 2 planes. No, it was fucking 2 jabs of fucking COVID it was Pfizer. You know, killed Kennedy. It was the second bullet. No, it was the second jab.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, we're gonna get comments on this one for sure. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a colorful comments section.
You can edit it out. So everything's in post. Right?
No, I won't. I won't though, because we don't make fear-based decisions here on Best Medicine. We like to accept our flaws and then talk about
No censorship. Because that's what the
making
Democrats want to do.
apologies. Well, I mean, really, we're all just normal people. I'm Michael. I'm a level 43 flawed human. Ian,
52.
What are you like? What are you, 29 now, Ian?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reversing the
29.
countdown. I am totally
Yeah.
reversing the countdown.
He's got lots of XP points though.
I'm right. Yeah, I'm right in between. I'm 46. Yeah. You're still
Well,
3 years younger than me. Fuck, I remember you're 3 years younger than me when we met. So that's
Yeah.
it.
It's
Well,
at the point-
as long as neither one of us gets cryogenically frozen, that time gap is always going to be the same.
Mhm.
Shit. That's how it
Mhm.
works.
It's
Yeah.
really weird for me because I notice that everyone is getting younger and I'm getting older. Like you guys are a solid 10
Yeah.
years.
You
ahead of
have-
me.
Doesn't move.
You have such a silver fox thing going. I have to sort of rock like I'm like Mr. Clean
Well, I get the Alec Baldwin thing all the time. This was, well, obviously,
Oh
pretty,
yeah, in that you're like really bad shot.
yeah. Well, that's a really bad shot, and now I'm not working
Ow.
anymore.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We do podcasts.
We can definitely podcast our way out of anything. Yeah.
Well, I'm actually back on stage on Friday. I picked up some stage time with the Fraser Valley comedy team there.
That's
Nice. So
awesome.
you're
Where are
gonna
you going to be?
That's at Corky's Pub. Corky's Pub
Hey.
on Friday, 7 o'clock showtime. They're going to do a little bit of a stage competition. I'm like, you know what? This is going to be a great opportunity. It's close to home. I can get back up there and start some new material and dust off the old cobwebs and get ready for the show for November 12th.
Yeah.
So here I am doing stuff
Nice.
again. Do you do shows with Yo?
I have, yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Yeah, he does a really good job out here.
He does a good job. And then I remember he'd pay me and then he'd give me a bunch of coffee as well.
Yeah, he does.
Instead of money?
No, he'd give me money
No.
and coffee.
That's a tip.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna
Obviously
say
tip.
it's like showing up for cash and walking away with, roasted coffee.
Back in the
Deliciousness.
80s, back in
Yeah.
the 80s, it was money and then cocaine. So, things
Yeah. But gigs just don't pay what they used to.
No.
Yeah. How have you found, I mean, looking back at the last several years, obviously, I mentioned, you're traveling all the time. COVID's been difficult. Obviously, the world stage has changed. There's been a lot of restrictions. How are you finding getting and keeping work? And when it's not there, what do you do to stay focused on the next thing coming up? I mean, specials, that's great. But I mean, between the specials, where does your mind go?
Yeah, I mean, it really impact, my acting too. Like all I do is just do self tapes and throw them down the dumpster, really. Just like here, as you know.
Yeah,
so
I just finished one this morning. I don't know if it'll hit the dumpster, but I'm hoping it'll
auditioning
maybe
for the role of we're going in a different direction. Thanks.
Yeah. Auditioning for the role of I'm part sheep.
Yeah, we're
And
auditioning
I'm
for
a
the role
bad
of
boy.
racist corn farmer #2, and we already hired
Yeah.
a Korean they them for diversity purpose. Even the racist white guy parts we're giving to people of color because we really want to give the racist white guy parts away because just check your privilege, shut up, fuck off.
Yeah, it is a lot of it is a lot of slogan calling, and I don't know where else to sit other than in a place of observance and just curiosity.
Well,
I'm
what
like,
can you
okay,
do?
so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. If I didn't get that part, I hope Ian got it. I hope Byron got it. Maybe we're all auditioning for different things, but at the same time,
It's really weird.
ready.
That COVID really killed the acting for me and a lot of people I talked to too. It's ever since the self.
Oh yeah, it's been on life support.
It's crazy. It's like nobody I know is booking anything.
But what I notice is a lot of people are stepping away and creating their own production company because of the Netflix platforms, the Amazon platforms. A lot of folks are looking for a lot of content and a lot of opportunities. So a lot of independent producers are popping up everywhere so they can sell their production, which isn't a bad idea because that's something that you, me, Michael can all do. We all have talent. We all have resumes. We've done work. Finding the money and the production to get it done and then go sell it to Netflix. Well, that's another step. And that's what we're starting to find is people coming up and saying, hey, we need content. Right.
Right.
Americans are
but then again, I mean, to find content and to find good content these days, that's a total crapshoot as well. I mean, like we could put, someone like Byron in video where it's just him trying to get into a latex suit. And whether or not it's informative or whether or not it's thought-provoking, it could get 20 million views.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Especially if he really, really goes ham and like tries to make it, look as difficult as I imagine it actually would be. But where's the benefit to society, if 20 million people took all that time to watch Byron struggle into a cat outfit?
Well, that's what
exactly.
my brother Stephen Baldwin, he was mentioning that just the other day on a podcast about that there is way too much content. It's just Hollywood has opened up a massive piece, but the storytelling's gone. The 90s, like the Jerry Maguires, those stories are all impactful stories, but those are gone. And you're right. Like, so a lot of this content is frivolous in a lot of ways, but
well, yeah, and like, I mean, I'm constantly getting recommended. My algorithm screwed. It's just like person from the Middle East with special needs just, banging themselves in the head with a frying pan and they got 8 billion views. And, but what is it? Yeah, where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere, but it's
Eh,
like, okay, but that person could sell out, clubs and theaters everywhere just
Yeah,
based on
but
how
what
many
does it
numbers they
say
have.
about humanity at the same time? I mean, obviously, we are tiptoeing on the line of like comedy, yay, haha, funny slash inappropriate slash okay, no, seriously, and it's a weird line to stand on. It's not very wide. Razor's edge is kind of where most comedians, live. But what does it say about society when like the idiocracy of content is constantly winning?
It's
You
constantly
know?
winning. That's a great way of putting it. It is constantly winning.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I got this well written out script, character. I put some thought behind it, even put some production values behind it, and gets no views because algorithm just like, no,
No.
don't like it. It's like, what do you want to see?
Mm.
You want to see some guy
Now,
feed for an
Hot
hour.
Tua. Now that's a different
Now that's a
story.
great thing. The Hawk Tuit thing is a
Well,
great
that
example.
might be a conspiracy because she might not be real, right?
You think she was an informant? Was she a plant?
I don't know. If she's a plant, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, come
No,
on.
she was planted by she's a Mossad asset, man.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I would have gone that far, but I definitely think she might be like, I don't know, maybe a Johnson and Johnson's plant. I don't,
Yeah.
like we're gonna get sued so many times. Like here's the girl that's gonna sell a lot of moisturizer. But
A
it's
lot
like,
of P
what does
Diddy's
North America do?
It's gonna sell
If
some of
not
P Diddy's
chase,
baby oil.
yeah, chase stupid these days. And yeah, oh man, don't even. Yeah, I mean, Ian's got a great skincare routine. I do not. Um, but
But to go back to your question about what I've been doing, I mean, it's the old tried and true street performing. I've been doing it forever. It's like pretty much 30 years, and it's still able to make a living doing that, which I'm very blessed to do. It's kind of like my my day gig as well, and then stand up as well. But between those two, I do okay. But inflation's nuts. The world has gotten, yeah, it's the cost of living has gotten crazy.
yeah,
Uh, I got a pretty good rent controlled place that I've been in forever. So I kind of got like a sort of safety net in a way of creating these things that I've had for a long time. But, I really feel like the next step, like, yeah, sell my special, working on getting more of a higher profile on Instagram or social media, be it with this character or trying to do stuff that's a bit tangible. Also got an interview for my green card as well. So I'm hoping that'll go
Okay.
hey,
well.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Nice. That's
So
a game
Open
changer.
up the Southlands,
yeah, exactly.
the borderlands, if you will. Yep.
Yes. So
Do
hoping
you have
that
representation down there? Do you have anything prepped for down there when
yeah,
you start crossing
I got a
over?
meeting in a month, so I got a meeting.
Amazing.
So I got to do a little bit more
So
legwork.
if you're gonna double your real estate, or I mean, let's be honest, if you're gonna gain 2/3 more of the real estate you have here in Vancouver by accessing more of the states, what kind of reception are you hoping for your brand of, not just, I mean, you're not just a Canadian comic. I would say you're a world comic. You're very well versed. You've got a couple of popular characters going on your socials. What do you think the reception's going to be like touring America, like either the South, the Midwest, wherever? What are your plans and what do you hope for?
Well, I've been there. I've been there a number of times. I mean, I've been to a number of the cities there. I've been to LA, New York, been to Austin, been to Chicago, but I think there's just more. There's just more stuff going on. There's just more. So just basically just showcasing what I do and see what opportunities present themselves. Look for management there. Hopefully I could get my SAG card. I could audition for more
Yeah.
stuff. I kind of want to spend like half the year there, go back and forth, but keep my place in Vancouver and just be able to bounce back and forth and
Are you
see what
are
opportunities
you
present
gonna
themselves.
do are you gonna do some of your more famous impersonations? I'll put it like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get
Awesome.
And do you still get recognized for your NyQuil commercial?
once in a while, only when somebody brings it up. Somebody will
Yeah.
go,
Do you
"Oh
do you
my
ever
God."
do you ever put on a sick, tired face when they're like, wait a minute, don't I know you? And you're like,
Yeah, so I did this commercial years ago for NyQuil cold and flu for the listeners, and I'm just a sick guy in a bed. But that was what I got. It was like on for a couple of years all over Canada. And then it
yeah.
got
What was your wife's name again? Was it Pam?
it was Pam, yeah.
Pam.
Yep.
Pam, you call my
Pam.
mom.
You call my
Easiest
mom.
gig, easiest gig ever, just laid in bed. And then my
Yeah.
wife throws a bottle of cough syrup at me. And I'm like, Pam, you got my mom. And she just rolls her eyes like, oh, my husband, sick piece of
I'm
shit.
not gonna call your mom.
Which is every household product dad, right? The woman's a hero and the man's just a pathetic piece of shit.
Well, there's not a lot of commercials for, products that are strictly for men that are not bathroom related products or garage related. You know what I mean? Like
I guess if it's
what's
a
a
truck,
product
right?
for men? What?
I guess if it's
Trucks?
like a
I mean,
Dodge
yeah.
Ram or yeah.
Yeah, it's like trucks and like I mean like we don't get like cell phone ads that are just for guys. We don't need them. We don't get ads that are like, "Hey, boxer shorts." Like no, like usually online ads only. But yeah, no. A lot of products don't include dad in the household doing anything.
I always get you.
Well, that's not true. I did a Huggies commercial, Commander
Oh,
Kai,
good for you. Were
and
you
I was a
standing
dad.
by or did you change the diaper?
No, I was standing by. I was playing. I was doing the imagination. We were flying
Ah,
jets and all the fun stuff. So that's not
oh, that's
true.
awesome.
Dads do get to stay at home and do the dad thing.
I did a
yeah.
Huggies commercial too, where I'm driving slowly. We had a newborn baby,
No.
and
Oh,
then
I
That's
remember
right.
that
I remember that
one.
one. I
It was
remember
like
and
that
the
then
one.
and then the
lurch. It was
funny
like little tiny lurches coming up to the stop sign. You're
funny
like,
thing is, the mother of the baby. I met the mother of the baby at a comedy show, and then she goes, "You, oh my god, you're my kid's dad in a Huggies commercial." I'm like, "What?" And the kid's like 12 now, and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm a me and my husband were swingers. Do you want to hang out?"
oh no.
It's just
She gave
recently,
you the
yeah,
pineapple card.
Wait,
yeah,
hold on. Finish the story.
yeah. I know nothing happened. I actually met this other girl after shortly after, but she was she was
Yeah, she had a
she was
plum card instead of a
she was nuts.
pineapple
Yeah,
card.
she
Yeah,
was
no.
wackadoodle. And she
Dude,
goes, "You
so
don't mind
how
if
do you
Swingers.
stay how do you stay focused on the road? Because best medicine's always what we're talking about. And I know nothing can be more stressful than being away from home. And home might be a concept for some people. It might just be a state of mind for you. But like what do you do to, fill your time and fill your cup?
I definitely I try to exercise a bit. Like I got a personal trainer when I'm in town that I work out with quite a bit, but I just go for jogs. Try to surround yourself with just whether we're just checking in with good friends, talking to people that are, you're close with, keep you grounded.
Yeah.
Um, reading
Sounds
helps.
like a radio check.
Reading books. Yeah, but physical exercise is definitely the most way to keep yourself sane.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, couldn't agree
absolutely.
more.
Yeah.
No, and that's
Yeah.
what we're reaching out like what
But
this
being on the road can
podcast.
be tough, especially it's harder to exercise sometimes. It's harder to eat well. It's easier to drink more. It's easier to, just fall into debauchery
Yeah, it's sort
when
of
you're out
like
of
a
your
like a pivot in the wrong direction where the winds get a little choppy and you're like, I
yeah.
wish I went the other way, but here
Yeah,
I am.
totally.
Yeah.
Just all of a
Yeah.
sudden
The
getting led
temptation's
astray.
always there.
Yeah,
So
big time.
let's talk about the show. November the 12th. Laughter
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
best medicine. Yeah, so there's 550 seats that we have, Byron, and this is at the Chilliwack Culture Center, and we've got some great sponsors already coming in. We've got some great support that's coming in from a political standpoint. I was just telling Michael we're actually getting some politicians going, really? You guys, good for you guys for getting started on something this. So
Mm.
I think we've really hit a chord on this. And so, what we really want to see happen on this particular night is a splash of awareness. Some charities that are starting to show up and looking to participate with us. And what our job is to do is, well, Michael and I will start the show, get everybody into introduction, and then we're going to pass it on for a night of stand-up comedy. So I hope you have some good mental health, PTSD material ready to go
Yeah,
and share.
I got a bit of OCD, and I got this whole bit. I mean, I had for ages, but I could definitely bring it back about my mind being a bully, my mind just having an alter ego.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll definitely bring back that. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
this
I
is
didn't
this is
write the show, but I'm in it in spirit.
right. I was surprised you never did comedy, Michael.
I did. I did some very informal stand up when I was very young in my hometown in Victoria, BC. There was a little bit of stand up during my years as a Pace musical alum. So yeah, that was very fun. But yeah, when you're 15, the jokes are a little different, and of course,
Yeah,
people are still you know, people are still sort of holding money over your head. Like, don't forget, you graduate in 2 years. Don't say anything too terrible.
What's to do with
I'm like,
math class? It's so gay.
yeah. Yeah, no, 90s comedy slash humor could
What's to do with
very
Mrs.
quickly
Thompson?
get
She's a
dangerous.
bitch.
Yeah, Mrs. Thompson, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, the show's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I know that there's a lot of people who are, you know, as Ian was saying, you know, suffering with PTSD, whether they're first responders, whether they're, you know, in the armed services industry, you know, branches of the military, and there's, you know, so many, you know, health practitioners, doctors, nurses. Everyone's really, you know, struggling, and I think it's just going to be a really amazing time to bring everyone together and just sort of let you and our comedians loose, and you know, try and bring some laughter, because man, when your mouth hurts and your sides hurt, and I mean, you know, they're picking your pockets, that's called a mugging. But when your mouth hurts and your sides hurt from laughing, well, that's okay.
That's the
You know,
best.
I would hand money over and be like, that was fun,
Yeah.
thanks for not kicking me.
It's like, again, a dominatrix, you know, it's just like it hurts, but so good.
So good.
It's so good. Yeah.
There's a
So
song.
the plan on all of this is just to keep this rolling. We want to start in Chilliwack. We've been asked to come out to Kingston, Ontario for 2025.
Yeah.
We've been asked to come to Langley. We have
Langley, Virginia?
Virginia. Yeah. Can you imagine
Yeah,
that?
the
No.
CIA
The
is
CIA?
definitely looking for a laugh or two.
Well, they got a lot of mental health stuff. CIA and PTSD. They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
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 No, Langley, BC is actually the swinger capital of the Lower Mainland. So that's probably where your mom friend there.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you know
I
that?
didn't know that.
No.
Didn't know that.
So I know in Abbotsford they love Jesus and meth.
And in Langley they love
In Langley they love swinging and
sin.
I don't know.
So
this is gonna be a tough edit. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough edit.
Who's the audience though? Did the audience get PTSD from comedy?
They will be now. They will be.
Yeah,
now, yeah.
I mean, you know, we might have to like print a very large poster that says, if you're not coming in with any of these conditions, you may leave with them at no charge.
Right.
To you. I mean, be prepared for, you know, mediocre and infrequent fits of, you know, farts. It's just going to be a lot of built up pressure, I think, but good times ahead.
Good times ahead. The yeah. How many of these podcasts have you done? What?
I think this is number 6.
Number 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think this is number 6. We are trying very much, you know, in all seriousness, to just create a forum that's really about a place to, you know, discuss the human experience, you know, and obviously bringing light to it is incredibly helpful and incredibly empowering, because if you can laugh not at like someone else's misfortune, but if you can, you know, grow and change and, you know, find that courage and then laugh at your own misfortune, it sort of, I think, helps to let other people off the hook, you know, here and there. So yeah, we're gonna try and we're gonna try and get all over. As Ian says, we're gonna go back east to Kingston, Ontario. We've been invited all over so far. We're gonna keep fielding all these places to bring best medicine and talk to people and see what they're doing to, you know, stay the best version of themselves. And
bring we want to bring the comics on as much as possible, just to share what they're doing, what they've got going on.
I mean, I'm no stranger to, you know, mental, like I've been on Prozac since I was a teenager. My mom is manic depressive. She's in and out of the psych ward growing up. And so I definitely got into comedy through probably, I feel like a fat
it's
kid.
It's a prerequisite. If you're stand-up comic, you have to have some sort of,
you gotta have something.
Yeah. I mean, clowns don't just put on makeup because it brings out their eyes, you know. There's always been that understood. Yeah, because they're creepy and they do have something to hide. It's not always nefarious. Sometimes it's like, I'm sad, so I want to make people laugh, and that's a genuinely lovely thing to, you know, say to someone in the van. But
it is therapeutic.
But with comics, though, you see hand in hand. It is definitely, there's some mental health there, a lot of addiction, a lot of stuff that we've seen. But I find the Vancouver crowd very kind of level in a lot of ways. Now, mind you, I've
Mm,
been out for many, many years once the kids showed up. I think you
mm.
were actually part of the birth of my relationship with Alicia.
I
She
was, yeah,
saw,
yeah.
yeah, she was at
Story
all the show.
time.
Yeah, this was all the stories. And that's how I got my wife to agree to date with me, is when Robin Williams was coming to the shows all the time.
Yeah, I
And
remember yeah, like I think she met you some,
she
or
sold me my cell phone. She sold me my cell phone. So
right.
I got a lifetime warranty off that bad boy.
I
Wow,
bet you did.
that's
Yeah,
amazing.
no receipt on that.
That's
And you've been paying ever
Ever
since
since.
for the phone.
yeah,
Yeah,
a long
no,
time ago. Made through like Greg Kettner and
yep. Yeah, we had Greg on the show. He talked
Yeah,
about
Greg was great.
what he's got going on. He's got a couple of TED Talks that he's got under his
yeah,
belt
he's
now,
done
and
well. He's doing a lot of like mental health kind of stuff too. Like,
work
Well,
happy.
work happy.
That's
yeah,
what
we're
he's got.
happy. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
he's managed to.
doing what did I see? Mental fitness is what he actually does as a service. So he goes in there and
Yeah,
talks about the
as a
importance.
practitioner of mental fitness, I've really enjoyed both of his TED Talks, pardon me. Yeah, accepting a compliment was probably one of the favorite videos I've seen since I've been, since I've had access to the internet.
Oh, was that did
Like
Greg do
there's
that?
yeah, great video, and it's so simple, it's so basic, it's such a wonderful, wholesome message.
Right, right.
Just say you're welcome. Just say thank you. Whatever the appropriate response.
Yeah,
Instead of going into your dialogue and going into your head, like we talked about, the judge gets loud and angry and
yeah.
abusive upstairs, but just say thank you and smile, and try and remember that someone else is having a moment too on the other end of this conversation.
It's amazing how many
Great.
people get really self-conscious when they get complimented.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of
insecurities
comics. I
are
see it too.
huge.
I'd be like, "Great
Yeah.
set," and they just score them up. They're like,
Yeah,
And
what are
like,
you talking about?
thanks.
It's absolute
Yeah.
garbage.
and then you just think like,
Mocking me?
"Oh,
Are you mocking me? You mocking
Yeah.
me?
yeah," and I think,
Don't
"What?
make
That
fun
guy's
of
an
me,
asshole." It's like,
Bertram.
no, they just hate themselves, and you're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's not that they do for any particular reason. I mean, I'm never going to speak for anybody else's storm and what it looks like on the inside, but artists, for some reason, are either drawn to art because of the neurodivergent ADHD thing that's like, I could be great if I wanted, give me a chance. And then they have the chance, and then it's back to, well, whatever, I could have done better. I don't care. And it's like, wow, we are so complex
Yeah.
and silly sometimes. And we just say thank you,
Well, there was
you
that
know?
old joke. It's just like, a comedian over internalizes everything so much, right? And this drop dead gorgeous woman comes up to having her show and like, I think you're so funny. I just want to bang your brains out. I'm in room 403. And then he's just like, "Oh, what show did you see? Was it the 7:30 or the 9:30?"
yeah. Perfect. Exactly. Right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, oh
You know,
man. Yeah,
you know what room
it's a
I miss?
community.
I miss the comedy mix room. That
Oh, it was the best.
my favorite room.
It was the best. It was the best club in Western Canada, and it closed because two brothers got into a fight, and it's tragic.
Couldn't have had a better room. So many comics came through there. Big names,
No.
middle names, starters.
Yeah, it was amazing. And Vancouver now is just kind of decimated for comedy
Mhm.
clubs. There's
Well,
nothing.
and this is why we're trying to create this show, because we figure we have enough talent that we can fill a theater. 550 rooms, people are starving for shows. Let's get people into theaters, whether it's 200, 500 seats. Let's get good comics in with a great message and just have fun with laughter is the best medicine. That's the whole premise of this, and we're gonna take this out and do as much as we can. We want to do at least one a month is our goal.
Nice.
Starting
That'd
in
be great.
November. And then
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to also have ourselves an appropriate number of people coming to just be part of the team. Follow us. It's our comedy tour. It's not just Byron's tour and Ian's tour and my tour, but it's our tour. It's a human condition tour.
Love that.
So
Yeah.
come along as many times as you want to attend. You'll never see the same comedy twice, and you'll never laugh the same way twice, and hopefully you'll never laugh the same way again, depending on what Byron brings.
So I guess that means I have to keep writing. That means I have
Get
to
all
keep
the
writing.
laughs out of them.
Yeah, all the laughs.
They got no more laughs to give. I took them all out. Yeah. No, you look forward to it. It's a great thing, and it's going to good awareness. And I think we also know in arts and entertainment, you know, how many comics that we know, entertainers that just can either intentionally, unintentionally, or some, you know, that took their own life or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, Kirby was the one that hit the biggest one for me during COVID.
Kirby Morrow,
well, yeah,
you knew him,
yeah. He and I worked on a couple of projects together, and then it was actually me that shared the phone call with Michael. I said, "Hey,
Yeah, it was a devastating day. It was
yeah, I knew him
terrible.
too. He was a really nice guy. I remember he did a
Yeah.
little comedy and then but yeah, he helped me
Yeah.
do a voice demo, and yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
so this is our job is to avoid those types of conversations, those calls. We don't want to make those calls. My brother, he's RCMP out of Winnipeg. He just called me on Monday and said, "Hey, just keep doing what you're doing." I had another colleague take his own life on the weekend, and he goes,
Oh my
"I think
gosh.
what you guys are working on is definitely going to be important because there's a need, and so our job is to make sure that this awareness brings the need and the solutions in place so that we can reverse the cycle that we're seeing right now."
Right.
So, and we all have the talent. Everyone on this call has the talent to make people laugh, and we want them to join us on this venture. So tune in, keep in touch, follow us, let us know what we can do better. We got our hands up saying, "Yeah, help us. Let us know what you want. What do you want to talk about? If you know somebody that has some sort of story they want to share, we are going to make that platform available to you." And we don't care how old you are or what you're going through. We are going to make that time and effort for you. We're focusing on once a week, but we've already got 3 shows that we've already got in the can that we're like, oh my God, like we can't wait every week. We got to maybe just punch them out.
No,
So
I feel like why wait is another version of one more 24. You know, one more day. We got 24 hours just like everybody else. Why wait? If you can do something right now, why procrastinate? You know, there's, you know, a lot of feelings out there about keeping a schedule and posting on time. And, you know, I'm like, again, that's all fear-based decisions. I don't want to do that as much as I can. I just want to, you know, put things out there. And the fact that there are people who, you know, have been taken from us and have, you know, sadly, you know, lost their battles. There's so many more people here every day that are showing up. So just show up to the show, show up to the podcast, show up to see Byron, hopefully with all his clothes on, show up to support comedy
for once,
show up to support, to support humanity. It's the human condition show.
Right.
Byron, have I seen you naked? I don't know if I have. Has that happened?
My ears just started
naked?
ringing.
Yeah, is that
really
is that
loudly?
Well, there's that one time we were at that freak off at P. Diddy's house.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I knew it. We
Yes.
almost made it without a Diddy. Not a light Irish limerick or like a, you know, a beautiful Irish yeah, no. Yes, not the Diddy.
No,
buddy.
Well, I think we've done it. We'll leave on the Diddy.
We'll leave it on the Diddy. Let's leave it to the Diddy.
Leave it on the Diddy.
Leave it on the Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Don't blame it. Just leave it.
Blame it on the Diddy.
Man. Byron, thank you so much, man. For
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hilarious and flexible and awesome. And of course, we look forward to having you November 12th with our comedy troupe and our goal to have some laughs and raise awareness. So thank you very much for joining us. Ian, last word goes to you.
Well, you know, again, many years you and I have been working together, and I said to Michael, this is one of the hardest working entertainers, and I look forward to watching you continue to grow. So let's do it here on this event and every other event. We will support you, guide people your way, let them know what you're doing, and we love you for it. Appreciate the time, buddy.
Clapping it out for Byron Bertram. Clapping it out.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Keep doing what you're doing. Take care, man.
Cheers. Take care.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye-bye.